I am Anita of my Duke and I podcast, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you're seeing the show for the very first time, please do me a favor. Let us like this video so that this algorithm goes out in Harry and Meghan's favor. That's how YouTube works. You like something and then they send out more of what people are liking to other people. So yes, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. Okay, and hit the notification bell so when a video comes out, you'll be the first to know. Well, we had wonderful news today. Harry is going to be playing a polo match in Singapore, and he will be playing with his good friend, his dear friend, Nacho Figueras. Notice how I say Nacho Figueras. It's such a beautiful name to say, and it's such a beautiful person. Nacho is extremely handsome. Delfina is so lucky to have Nacho. He is literally pure eye candy. Okay, so they will be going to Singapore and they'll be going on the 12th. And on their way to Singapore, they'll be stopping off in Japan, Tokyo, to have a summit. And it's about youths, and it's going to be on the 9th. So looking forward to get those pictures. I don't know what streaming is there going to be, what videos, who's going to capture anything, but if there's anything, I am going to be on it. I want to see and stuff like that. And it's so nice that Harry's getting some time to spend with his friend. The other day, the page 6 came out and started talking about Harry and Meghan's marriage, and it was really negative. And Figueras Nacho came to his defense and said it was literally BS. Harry and Meghan, their marriage is fine. So that was really nice to see that there's somebody that is standing up, somebody that has first-hand knowledge, not hearsay, is standing up for Harry, and that's just awesome. So bravo to Nacho for sure. And yes, I remember under that post, that page 6 post, I wrote a comment saying, Nacho, thanks for being a great friend to Harry and a brother, because the thing about it is that William, who is Harry's biological brother, blood brother, is a person that's supposed to stand up, and be there for him. But instead, William, as Harry and them said, they've thrown Harry and Meghan to the wolves. They're the one that is pushing people to come for them, to come after them. So we wouldn't, thank God Nacho is there, because we would be holding our breath, maybe quite, maybe even passing out before William steps up to the plate and asks people. If he wasn't doing it in England, he's definitely not going to do it. Now that Harry is in the United States, asks people to stop harassing Harry. But he's the person behind it. He's the puppet master. He's the person that is pushing people on that smear campaign, and they're, whatever it is, they're after to destroy the Sussexes, to bring them down. And it's nothing more than jealousy. They're jealous of the fact that the Sussexes were able to leave England with, just get out of there and be able to buy, a huge home in Montecito, make millions of dollars. So they're all jealous of all of that, and that is eating them. So that's the reason why they're coming after them. But thank God that Meghan and Harry has, some wonderful friends, sincere and honest friends out there. This week they tried to make something about the Beckhams, and how the Beckhams, and has fallen out with Harry and Meghan and blah. Who needs these people anyway? When you got Oprah Winfrey, when you got, Nacho Figueras, when you have these wonderful people in Hollywood looking out for you, people that can really, make a difference, if can do something for you. The Beckham, they're looking out for themselves, so forget about them. They have enough problems of their own, so forget about what people are saying. It's nothing more than, it's been, you know, it's summer, and in the summertime there's not a lot of royal news, so they're just inventing and regurgitating things that has been said in the past. I've been hearing about this whole Beckham nonsense forever, and all of a sudden it is making headline news. I'm telling you, they are desperate. And as I said already, Harry and Meghan are many of these people's meal ticket. Look at how things are so bad in England. Victoria Abertel, she really destroyed her career for £300. So it's really bad. So people just have to reinvent. They have to invent, and just make up stuff and tell lies. And that is what is happening out there. So, and let me just stick to my story and what I'm talking about, which are the Sussexes. And but anyways, the proceeds from the polo match is going to go to Center Valley. Center Valley is a beautiful non-for-profit organization that Prince Harry and Prince Yeso co-founded together in Africa, and it's just a tremendous organization providing all types of services to young people. You're talking about educational services, you're talking about mental health services, you're talking about housing, you name it, they're providing education, they are providing it to these individuals. That's the reason why I say Harry and Meghan are blessed people. These are young people. The Bible says, suffer little children to come unto me. Do not keep them back, for such is the kingdom of God. So here Harry is this very people that God believes that should enter or is worthy of his kingdom. These are the very people that Harry is helping. So nobody can tell me that Harry is not blessed. That's the reason why all these people that are coming for Harry, they end up falling on their own sword, because you cannot go after somebody that is doing so much good and doing good for the very people that God says are people that belongs in the kingdom of God. Okay, so that's a lot there, and I was thinking about that a lot today, because I was making the short, and I'm like saying to myself, look at that. Look at how this guy lives his family, going all the way to Singapore, playing a dangerous sport just to help others. That is a selfless act in and of itself. And then when you think about all the things that Harry has done, like the Invictus Games, which is, it helps people in so many ways. We're talking about the military men and women who has been emotionally or physically injured in the military, and here Harry put this tremendous event together for them to participate in, to give them a life's purpose. There's nothing like when you can identify with people that is going through the same thing as you are, and to be able to have time to spend with that, to have that camaraderie, and not only that too, it gives them purpose in their life to prepare for an event where they're competing, where at times they themselves feel like they cannot do it, or people have told them that they cannot do it, and here they're preparing, they're saying they can do it, and they're preparing for those events, and having something to look forward to on a daily basis. And such a grand event, the finale, it's just, you cannot put a price on that. That is the reason why I say anybody who lifts a sword to Harry and Meghan, they will fall on it, and any weapon formed against them will not prosper. because of the good that they're doing. They are humanitarians. They are making people who wouldn't have anybody going out there and doing those things for them, they're making their lives better. Other people are not doing that. People are sitting on their millions of dollars on a daily basis, and they will not extend themselves and not extend a dollar to these people. And here you have Harry and Meghan, who are doing all of those things. They are blessed. And that's why I say to people, don't worry about Harry and Meghan. They are good. God is protecting them. Okay? God is protecting them from all the demons and the demon spawns that are out there that are trying to bring them down, that are trying to destroy them, that are trying to ruin their lives. That's the reason why karma is coming for them one by one. You cannot come for somebody when they're doing that kind of work. You can't. Children, wounded people, giving people a sense of purpose in life, giving people their lives back. You can't come for people like that. The curse of God is going to fall on you. Okay? So don't worry, Harry and Meghan, they're good. They're good. And speaking of Meghan, Suits, I mean, everything Meghan has ever been involved with, everything she touches turns to gold. And the documentary that they did was seen by millions of people. And here Suits is making, doing the same thing. It's like being viewed all over the place. Millions of people are tuning into Suits, and I am just hoping that they have a reinstallment of it, and it would just be icing on the cake if Meghan became the executive producer and start all of this thing back again. It would be just beautiful. It would just be an in-your-face moment to the haters out there. It would be like, it's yeah. They would literally have egg on their faces out there, and the thing about it is that they would be, I mean, throwing the kitchen sink with envy and upset, because here they're thinking that the Sussex is over. But don't worry, Harry and Meghan, they're going to come out with something really big. I think Meghan is going to announce something very, very soon, and all of these people who have the most to say, their mouths are going to drop. Okay, their mouths are going to drop with envy and anger, all of that too. But you cannot keep good people down. And Megan's blog, I just wish she would bring it back, because Gwyneth Paltrow has a blog like this, and it's worth $200 million. That's sustainable income coming in all the time. And Megan is already one of the most popular people in the world, so I think she just have to, I saw something the other day. They said how, oh, there's only a certain type of people that would buy Megan's products or her things, those zealous squad members. No, the things that Megan and that she wears and she has, they're always sold out, and it's not things that I can afford. So, and I'm in the squad, so it's not zealous squad that's buying it. It's people out there that is buying those things. So she is, she has the how do they call it, the Megan factor. She has that sparkle. She has that way of turning things into gold. So definitely, I hope she comes out with that blog, and I know she is coming up with something huge, and I am here for it. And I just cannot wait to see people lose their minds over what Megan comes out with, and so on, And yes, finally on Wednesday, we're going to have another article of Dan Wooten, and I'm here for it, and I'm happy with the way Byline Times is releasing the information. They're releasing it drip by drip, because just imagine if they come out with a big expose and they tell everything. People are going to, there's going to be a lot going on about it, and then eventually people are going to stop talking about it. Are people talking about Hugh Edwards? No. Are people talking about Philip Schofield right now? No. Okay, because everything came out in the open. But you have to keep Dan Wooden on his toes. You got to keep his name out there, and I love how it's been, delivered, in small bits and pieces. And I know there is a lot. There's a Pandora's box out there, because it's a 3-year investigation. There's a lot of information that these people have gathered, and we have to make Dan Wooden feel embarrassed every time. Every week, Byline has two things. One, they come out with information about him on Wednesday, and around Thursday, Friday, so they come out with how the investigation is going, and the other players that are whether directly or indirectly involved with the investigation. So it's awesome, and keep Dan wouldn't keep the mic magnifying glass and the spotlight on him, and let him squirm, let him sit there wondering every day what is new. And the last article they came out with, which was, I think it was on a Thursday, is pretty much talking about how the Daily Fail, which Dan Wooten writes for, he writes 2 articles, I think, a week for them. Well, that hasn't been, we haven't seen anything from him in a while now, and so I think the Daily Fail is trying to, put their hands up and say, they have nothing to do with that. But it's shame on them too, because they have been told, what Dan Wooten did, and they have not written about Dan Wooten. The people who he allegedly affected, they reached out to the Fail and complained about Dan Wooten, and still yet crickets, nothing. The Sun is the same thing. They had a lot to say about Hugh Edwards, and they knew about Dan Wooten way before the Hugh Edwards bombshell broke. They are the ones who broke the big story on Hugh Edwards. Now they have information on Dan Wooten, and it's just crickets. They wouldn't say anything. But Byline is going to do the job that a lot of people are afraid to do. And I believe too that Dan Wooten has so much dirt on these people. They don't dare speak, because the moment that they speak, Dan Wooten is going to be singing like a canary. He's going to be talking about all of them, and I know him. He's a loudmouth. He is not going to go down quietly. He's taking all of them down, and I bet you Dan wouldn't even have things on the palace. Remember, Dan Wooden broke the story about Meghan and Harry going living the royal family. Where did he get that story from? He must have somebody on the inside, and I'm thinking Dan Wooden, if it push comes to shove, he will give up that person. I bet you he will give up that person. So yes, we are here for it, the Sussex Squad. It's a day of reckoning for him, and we're just going to be watching and, reading and making sure that we don't take the spotlight off of him. We want to make sure that we keep him in our mouths and we keep talking about them. That's the reason why I want you guys to make sure to like the videos, because one of the things how YouTube work in general is that if you're not liking something, the algorithm is not going to send it out there. So when you see things about Dan Wooten, when people are exposing him, you have to like those videos, because it helps the algorithm. It becomes, favorable. If the UK press and the mainstream press, they don't want to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. We're going to fill in the place where they should have been. So it's okay. Make sure to like those videos. Anyways, on that note, I'll see you guys, I think, on Wednesday. And one more thing, Yeah, Wednesday is when they're going to put out the article on Dan Wootton, Byland Times, and which is what they do on a regular basis. But I also have this new segment. It's not really new. I always had it there. I think I have a couple of episodes where it's called On Royalty, where I just talk about the royal family. I want to have a separate section where I talk about them, because you know what, they're talking about Harry and Meghan, and it's time that we talk about them. And the difference between me and them, they are lying on Harry and Meghan, but I am telling the truth. I'm just telling it as it is. So I want to be able to push that out on a daily basis, and it's going to be short, no more than 3 minute video, which somebody can watch very quickly. And make sure to like them, because that's how you get those types of information out. You don't get you don't get on YouTube. You don't get YouTube to send things out, as I said already, if you're not liking the information. So make sure to like the information so YouTube sends it out. Okay, so it's called On Royalty. Look out for that. And now you guys will see me on the next episode dishing on Dan Wootton. Okay, so take care and enjoy the rest of your time wherever you are in the world. And the Sussex squad is far and wide. They have people all over the world. We are universal, and I definitely enjoy making these videos for you. So take care and bye.